Hey y'all, welcome back to Restless Chipotle Kitchen. Today I am making a casserole. Now I know we are getting into warmer weather and casseroles are cold weather comfort food for some of us. But for me, a casserole is the go-to recipe any time of the year, any day of the week. Casseroles can be fancy, they can be just plain, they can be family dinners, they can be dinner for the boss. Casseroles are just there for you, you know? Well, today I'm making this Frito chicken casserole. It's layers of Fritos and cheese and chicken in a creamy sauce with black beans and corn, chilies, Rotel tomatoes, all the good things right here. It's crispy, it's creamy, it's delicious. So let's get over to the kitchen and get started. If you've never used one of these, they are fabulous. A lot of different companies make them. This one happens to be by KitchenAid because it's got a red handle on it, and you know, I like my red. So get whatever kind you want. I do like my KitchenAid one though. These are very sharp, so watch it, but they're perfect for cutting up your herbs and other things that are kind of hard to cut up. You just rock it back and forth and it does the job. Okay, now I'm going to saute the onions and peppers. I'm going to start with the onions because the peppers have been frozen. And so they'll cook a lot quicker than the onions will. And basically what I want to do with this, I just want to saute them in a little butter until they're softened and they start to get translucent. They'll finish cooking in the oven. I may, just maybe, let my pan get a little bit hot. That's okay. Anytime I'm making Tex-Mex food, I like to let my onions get a little caramelization on there. You don't have to do that. You could actually cook these at a lower heat and they would get nice and caramelized, whatever you want to do. I think it gives it a little more authentic flavor, like almost like when you get fajitas, but you know me, I'm easy to get along with. Do whatever you want. All right, these are starting to soften up, so I'm going to put in my bell peppers. Then I'm going to put in the chilies, the tomatoes, the black beans, and the corn. You can use fresh corn, canned corn, or frozen corn for this. It doesn't really matter. Stir those up. Actually, if you wanted to make this vegetarian, you could easily leave the chicken out, or you could substitute tofu or tempeh. Or if you wanted to make this with ground beef or turkey, pork, you know, anything. This is a very versatile dish and it can take a lot of different flavors. So whatever kind of protein you want to use, or none at all, feel free. Okay, everything's pretty much cooked. We're going to put in the cream of chicken soup and the cream cheese. Stir that up. Normally, I would have cut that cream cheese into blocks and had it much more softened up than I did, but I wasn't thinking about it. You could put chili or cumin in here. I didn't because using those Rotel tomatoes, they have plenty of flavor. And then I'm just using this cilantro for more flavor. But taste it. When it gets to this point, taste it and see if it's the way that you like it, and make sure that it doesn't need any more salt or some cilantro or more cumin or some cumin or some chili powder, whatever. Just taste it and go by your own taste. I'm telling you, this is a super easy dish. I'm gonna put my chicken in. And this is cooked boneless chicken breast, but you could use cooked boneless chicken thighs. You could use rotisserie chicken. You could get those chicken strips that are already cooked. What are they? Chicken strips for fajitas that are already cooked. There's lots of ways to do this. Make it easy. All right, I don't need the heat anymore, so I'm going to take it off the stove and I'll be right back. Okay, we're going to take a little more of that butter and just butter the baking dish. Keep everything from sticking to it. I have actually kind of cut my recipe in half, and so I'm using a smaller baking dish than I used to, and I'm sitting here wondering if this is going to be big enough. So I guess we will see. Once you have your baking dish buttered, you're going to put in about half of the Fritos. Or maybe a little less, maybe about a third. Now I'm going to add the cilantro to our chicken mixture and mix that up. All right, and on top of the Fritos, we're going to put the chicken mixture. Or actually about half the chicken mixture. Because we're going to do this in layers. It's better. You don't have to, but it's better if you do. And then on top of that, we're going to add cheese. Then we're going to add another layer of Fritos. And then the remainder of the chicken. And kind of smooth it so that the chicken mixture covers the Fritos. One of the things that makes this so good is that all of this cooks together, the chicken and the cream soup and the cheese and the Fritos. It's just delicious. But if you don't cover all of the Fritos, then it kind of gets out of whack. You want balance. All right, to that, I'm going to add a little more cheese, but not all of it, because I'm going to save some for on top. And then the rest of the Fritos. You can crunch these up a little bit if like you don't have quite enough to cover. Just crunch up a couple and it'll make them go a little further. But you just want that nice crunchy, you just want that nice crunchy Frito topping on there. And then we're going to cover that with cheese. Oh yeah. Now it goes in the oven and we'll see you in about 30 minutes. Okay, y'all, here it is, our casserole, and boy is it hot. But there's our Frito casserole. The cheese is all melty on top. The Fritos are crispy, and there's just layers and layers of chicken and spicy tomatoes and beans and corn. Absolutely delicious. Okay, let's dig into this and see what we've got. Look at that, y'all. Look at all of that chicken in there, and the cheese is so gooey. The beans and the corn. It's hot and crispy and cheesy. Heavy duty comfort food right here. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm ready for a taste. So y'all, I cannot wait to dig into this casserole. Honestly, I've already kind of dug into it, and one of my kids has dug into it too. So by the time it gets over here and I'm talking to y'all, well, almost a quarter of it's gone. It's cheesy and creamy and full of Southwestern flavor. Black beans, corn, Rotel tomatoes, Fritos, cheddar cheese, all the good things right here. I want a bite. Don't you wish you could have a bite? So good. Whatever time of year it is, whether it's wintertime and it's cold and chilly and you just need that blast of comfort food, or whether it's summertime and you just need a quick weeknight dinner, this is done in 30 minutes. You're gonna love it. The whole family's gonna love it, okay? All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see y'all next week, okay? Love y'all. Bye-bye.